what they were actually teaching us. You know how they always say the winner writes history? Like, you always learn it from the winner's perspective.
Yeah.
And so I never was taught a lot about Black history, about Indigenous people's history, about Chicanx history, nothing like that. We always were taught the bare minimum when it came to like MLK, Rosa Parks, slavery, Abraham Lincoln. Like we learned about Geronimo. Like we didn't really learn about what actually happened in these experiences. We're taught that the natives were here, but they were savages. We were taught that they took their land and it was justified by like religion and the manifest destiny, like different stuff like that to expand. We didn't talk about what was actually going on from their perspective. Like they're getting their land stolen and then told it's okay because we're gonna move you over here to the reservation and you can't say we haven't done anything for you because like we're still giving you some land, but it's not their native land. That's not where they were from. They were forced to relocate, and so many people died on those walks to get to wherever they needed to go. And like, we never learned about Black excellence. Let's name 10 Black inventors right now. I bet you we don't know. Can you name 10 Black inventors? Because I can't, and that's the problem. We're always taught about Black trauma, just slavery, everything, oppression. Never anything uplifting of what Black people actually contributed to society.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, not taught well enough would be, first of all, just life lessons. Just life lessons. You're throwing a lot of these people out that, out of high school, me saying, like, giving them a diploma, and a lot of that stuff they cannot use. I'm not saying that it's not necessary, but again, a lot of that stuff they cannot use in their everyday life. Well, what are you going to do with the guy you just gave a diploma to and he doesn't want to go to college at all? He just will not go to college. Now, I don't want to say you wasted his time, but that time could have been spent getting
prepared for life.
Yeah, prepared for life, or even prepared for the career he was once. I feel like there needs to be some type of maybe a program, maybe something to where there are. Listen, we know you guys don't want to, continue your education after high school. So how can you be productive within yourself and productive to society without
a college education?
I feel like school, high school, and all that just prepares you for college. So what do you do when you don't want to go to college? There needs to be something like that. There needs to. Otherwise, you're gonna have people that get out of high school and they go resort to crime. Period.
What was like the substance? What were you actually learning?
For me, perhaps I was just always against the system. I was always against the way of teaching because I expect that we need to get more hands-on practicals, make people understand what you're really teaching in the classroom. If I cannot relate to the theories that you're teaching me, then it is practically nonsense, so to speak. Let me say, but in our junior high schools, there is a program they introduced called pre-technical skills or pre-vocational skills. We saw that people were leaving schools and they were not getting jobs to do. So what was the best thing to do? We needed to teach them how to be craftsmen, give them practical skills. So people went into carpentry, people went into masonry, like painting and all that. So that was really cool, and that was really reducing the unemployment rate in my country. So really important. So we just get the general knowledge, and as you get to your master's or PhD level, you get to really focus on what you want to do.
Okay, so in a way, that's almost like trade school.
Yeah.
I feel like trade school needs to be. First of all, I think it needs to be free. And I know that sounds weird, and I know that's not that simple. But I feel like, again, said this, but some type of program, everybody's not gonna want to do a university. That's just not how it goes. I don't think that it's even logical, because you're gonna have unemployment, you're gonna have crime, you're gonna have poverty, if the only way to be successful is to go through university. We all know now that that's not the case, that there's millions of other avenues, but a lot of these kids are going to school, first grade through 12th grade, thinking that they have to go to college, go to a university, and there's parents that are distilling that in their head that if they don't go to university, they're a failure. Then when they get out of you know, high school and they realize college isn't for them or university is just not for them, what are they to do? And that's question mark number one. Like, what happens then?